I'm starting to get good at pooping in a bucket, in a compostable bag, and disposing it, because I've got 3 post-secondary degrees and multiple other diplomas, and when I work with people in either education or related to mental health, I'm very successful. So I refuse to sell my humanity away, so I am very much alienated. You know, I know that there are little conspiracies here and there where people talk about me when I criticize them. They kind of talk to the next community or other members in the same community. I know this happens, but it can't be that efficient. Otherwise, you'd need like 10 people working on this full time, because I've been moving around. So again, the constant is our species has failed. People want to do the least amount to actually survive one day at a time, and whatever energy they put in energy to go into denial about what's really happening in their own communities or around the world, in their own lives, and do the least amount to also be able to sell themselves their own image, and push away and attack anybody that might challenge it, and only hang out with people who also do the same thing and who agree not to challenge another person's image lest you have your own challenge. Oh, I want mine challenged all the time in a public forum, videotaped. So I can't find any Homo sapiens that relate to this and that will see this as being, wow, that guy is not wearing a mask. That guy is, he's been who he's claimed to be for more than a decade. Now, of course, in Canada, it's a dangerous place to be human, and I'm not saying that I have the kind of life that is, you know, worse than what's happening to, you know, babies or children that are obviously innocent that are being killed. And right now, like, there's no politician that isn't stuck between a rock and a hard place, because we're in the Anthropocene, which relates to this, not an asteroid on its way. It relates to this. So there's no politician, no matter how good their intentions are, that can succeed at even using language without their own language ending up backfiring on them. You know, like, it's that bad. You can't even say anything to be part of the solution, even if you do have good intentions as a politician, because your own party will turn on you. There's so much disconnections to who we really are as a species. And the only thing that's constant is people want to make their kids even worse in that way, and that's the only thing acceptable to them. They won't, let's say, give a chance for their own children to develop some human thinking tools, because they are in so much fear to be judged by their own children, or to lose them and feel more alone because they think they can count on this bond of blood. And they don't even realize that this is a modern form of slavery. You will work really hard without even consciously knowing it, because your fear is so strong, to make sure your children never really connect to reality any more than you do, because you are so afraid that as a species that refuses to learn the skill sets you need to even be a little bit less part of the problem of accelerating the Anthropocene that they'll be living in, which will be so much harder for them. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. So for me, I'm going to do a couple more things to find out if Canadian society won't stand in the way of my fundamental human right to survive a winter and do something that I have no choice to do, because again, I'm not suicidal. You need to be violent for that. I don't see that there's anything I can do in my life that will make a difference with how things are getting worse, but yet I have no choice because I care about you and your kids. But mostly I'm ecocentric, so to protect the biosphere, I have to try to see what I can do to be continuing to try to be a part of the solution of the species I'm so ashamed of, which is why I suffer from species alienation. And I have the right, as I document how discriminated against I am here, and my hardships are increasing, to do something about it.